Hello, my name is Kafui Dey. My guest is Kojo Cue, rapper, storyteller, cultural commentator, and respected lyricist. But before the conversation, let me tell you something. If you need to send money back home to Ghana, you need to hear this. Lemfi is the app to use to send money from the UK, Europe, Canada, or the US straight to Ghana with zero transfer fees. You can send directly to bank accounts or Momo, and your people back home receive it within minutes. The exchange rates are competitive, and the app is secure and safe to use. And here's a bonus. When you sign up and use my referral code Kafui, you get cash back on your first qualifying transfer. Plus, every time you send money, you can earn reward points to use to transact later. Download the Lemfi app now and use my code Kafui when you sign up. Before we dive into the conversation, a quick thank you to the space that makes conversations like this possible. We're recording today at BGL Recording Studio, your ultimate hub for content creation. Whether you're looking to produce a podcast, record an audiobook, or get high-quality voiceovers done, BGL offers a professional setup, excellent sound, and very affordable rates. If you're serious about your content, this is where you need to be. You'll find them at Old Brigade Street, just behind the 37 Military Hospital, or reach them on 0249 204 739. Big thanks to BGL Recording Studio for supporting Kafui Dey interviews. Now let's get into the conversation. Kojo Cue. SA.
Boss. Hey, yo, yeah.
This has been a long time in coming.
Yeah, it had to happen.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, happy to be here.
I love the colors. The gold, the black, and the green.
Yeah, it's actually the Ashanti colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what they mean?
Not really.
I was told by the gentleman in charge of the museum at Nigeria that it's a rich black man in the forest.
Oh, because the gold
Yes,
and the black and the green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks good.
I mean, that makes sense.
It does, eh? When I say identity, what does that mean to you?
The things that define who you are, you know, culture, the way you even brand yourself, the way you speak, your thought process, the places that you come from. Yeah, that's what that means to me.
And who is Kojo Cue when we are not around?
I'm a person that's a very curious person, a person that's interested in life and how it works. Yeah, had I been born, you know, any earlier in Greece, maybe I'm a philosopher or something. But here I am, and a music lover, a lover of history as well, and literature. Yeah.
You're still a philosopher, man.
Because
I hear a lot of it in your music.
Yeah, I guess I still am in using a different medium.
Yes.
Yeah, music is the medium that I am using currently. Maybe I'll switch to, you know, actual writing maybe much later, but we'll see.
Who knows? Cue. C-U-E?
So there was a period in Kumasi when we had a lot of talents, but we felt like we didn't have the same opportunity to showcase that talent that Accra had. And so a bunch of us in Kumasi came together to form a collective to help each other get maximum exposure. And the name that we came up with was Cue, because when the DJs are playing, they queue up like the next song, and we felt like we were next in line. And it was a collective that had musicians, it had graphic designers, it had videographers, it had set designers, everything. And I was kind of like the young guy with the marketing, social media marketing, because social media was fresh at the time, 2009, 2010. So one of the ideas that I came up with for us to, you know, have presence on social media was for everybody to add the Q to their names.
All right.
And up until that point, I was rapping under just Kojo, but with a hyphen between the KO and the J. Yeah. So when I added it to my name, especially on Twitter, it made it easier for other people to distinguish between me and all the other Kojos in the world. So people just started calling me Kojo Cue, Kojo Cue. And I felt like, yeah, that's, I'd be struggling with names up to that point, so I felt like that fits.
So are there other cues around?
Yeah, P. Wizzle, who's like the godfather around whom everything was built. Yasapon, Kuma, Kaboom, Lucica, who's like a queen mother now. At our peak, maybe we had more than maybe 30 core members, and then had thousands of people that was just like affiliates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you guys based in a particular part of Kumasi?
The studio was in Bantama.
Okay.
So like Bantama was the center.
Okay.
But there are even people that came to school from Accra to Kumasi who became a part of it because they would come to our studio to record.
Yeah.
So then it became like all of us together. Yeah.
What was it like in those days?
The crazy thing about living in the middle of history is you don't realize it until it's gone. And then when you're looking back, then it looks, back in those days, it was work, it was friendship, which you get to even appreciate more now. And it was like whatever it was when you start to build something, a lot of ideas, a lot of trials and errors and everything. Yeah, but it was fun too. It was fun.
What time period was this?
I would say 2010 all the way to maybe even 15. Because around 14, I signed to BBNZ and I moved away from the center. And we also moved the studio to Accra in, I think, 2013. We moved it to Ashoman. Yeah, so I think that was the beginning of even Mr. Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Easy was Q as well. So that was the beginning of things changing. When we moved to Accra, we left a bunch of people back in Kumasi who didn't move with us. And then I think the core of the thing, which was to help Kumasi, it kind of diluted a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, but even till this day, the studio still exists. A lot of us are in different spots, but we still hold the flag high. Yeah.
What's your enduring memory of those times when everything was in Bantama and everything was gravitating towards that area and it was just all these arts?
Man, it's just making art for art's sake. It's always the best times when you are not thinking too much about the commercial part of it. And also when you're surrounded by so many talented people, it tends to always keep you on your toes and always push you. Yeah. You grow faster because you're always trying to outdo the next person. But also just having the studio in Bantama is, anybody. It was right on the high street. Like we started from the building. There's a story building in front of the Bantama market. We were at the very top, and then we moved it to around Radio Mercury in the back. Yeah, but it's like if you've been to Bantama High Street, you understand. That's
the nerve center of
Bantama. That's
Bantama.
where all the energy is.
It
was incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it anywhere near KJC studio?
It was like maybe 2 junctions away from KJC. Yeah, it was 2 junctions away from KJC. And then when we moved to near Radio Mercury, I think the street but KJC was across the street. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because KJC's place was also back in the day, the nerve center of music, high life, and all that vibe.
Yeah. Kaboom is the son of Alhaji K from Paul. Oh. His name is actually KJC. He was named after KJC.
Nice.
Yeah, and he when he started his music journey, worked at KJC studio as well.
Wow.
So it's a lot of connections.
Yeah. What does Bantama mean to you?
Bantama is everything. It's home. That's the easiest way to put it. It's home. It's also a constant reminder of how far I've come and why I need to keep going, you know, for other people that may be coming from similar circumstances to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the things that's I saw an interview the other day. I think it was a lecturer from UMass or something, and then they were talking about, they also grew up in Bantama, and they were talking about what it was like to grow up in Bantama and how, even though the hospital is like right there, in his generation, nobody grew up thinking that they wanted to be a doctor or that was an option. Everybody is like, either you're going to learn a trade or go and work in magazine or you go abroad. And I thought about it and I was like, in my generation, it was like kind of similar to nobody was trying to be a doctor.
No.
Because you didn't see a lot of those people around. Yeah, so I guess one of the things I'm trying to do with the music and with everything that I am doing is to be another option for what a kid from Bantama can be. Yeah.
Do they still have that midnight check where the guys are the ones cooking the food?
Yeah, they still have, you know, it's a 24-hour economy. Yeah, Bantama has always been a 20. In the daytime, they are selling electronics and gadgets, and then in the nighttime, it becomes pubs and then lots of food. So they still have all of that around. I think it's still, if I'm not mistaken, Movi is still there, which was one of the checks. There's a bunch of them still lined up. I don't know if the particular one that you had is still there. Yeah, there's the Wache woman is still right there. There's a sandwich woman too. Yeah.
There was definitely no sandwiches when I was there in the like late 90s.
Oh yeah.
But the check.
I guess because that would be like when check was booming.
It was moving. Yeah, really good. Yeah, I loved it, man. Loved it.
Times.
We didn't think about the dangers of late night eating, man. We ate the food at that time. You know. Now we're going to take it all the way back to the beginning. But before then, a message from our sponsor. Queuing for your favorite wache, we can accept it. If there's one thing that Ghanaians can relate with, it's queuing. Queuing for trotro, we can accept it. We adjust. We survive. In fact, if queuing was an Olympic sport, we would win gold. But one thing we can't accept, it's queuing to swap your MTN SIM. Swap your MTN SIM yourself in minutes. Visit the My MTN app or dial *1333# to get this done ASAP. No more standing, no more sweating, no more who be the last person. Do it yourself. Simply swap it everywhere you go. And now back to the conversation. Listen, your current project has Bantama in it.
Yeah.
So this is Kenny.
Yeah, a Bantama story.
Yes.
Yeah,
what does Kenny mean, for those who don't know?
Yeah, so Kenny means first. Like, you can trace it back to Akaini or Kaini. Yeah, I say Kenny, but it's like Kaini.
Like origin.
First. Yeah, first. It's a name that it was supposed to be my middle name. But my dad was not around. My dad left Ghana when I was one.
One?
Yeah, one. And then when he came back, I was like 14. I had already registered for BEC. So when I would go to school and I would spell my name, I spelled the Kenny as Kenny.
Okay.
Because in my head it's like Kenny. And then when we're about to register even before we're about to register for BEC, I think, one of our teachers was like, Kenny is just short for Kennedy. There's no name like Kenny. It's just short for Kennedy. So my middle name is Kennedy. So I switched it and then it became Kennedy.
So what was your BEC name?
Linford Kennedy Amankwa. It's still my name till today.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Who are you named? Linford? Who named you Linford?
My dad named me Linford.
Okay, you know who he named you after?
Linford Christie.
The athlete?
Yeah, the athlete.
Your dad was an athletics buff?
I don't really know much about what he enjoyed, but he went to London.
Yes.
So I guess that's where he
was a very fast guy, champion.
Yeah, he got the name from. Because before then I was named after his dad, who he was also named after. So before then my name was Augustine.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was Augustine up until like class 3. And then he changed it to Linford. And
Does anybody still call you Augustine?
No.
At all?
At all. At all. Nobody calls me. I don't think anybody, unless people that still remember me from
back
those
in the
classes,
day.
nobody still calls me Augustine. And then I just carried the Linford from then. And it's such a unique name. Like the first time I met somebody else who was called Linford was in like 2020.
Just like 6 years ago.
Yeah, just like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I went to school and check it, I'm schooling in Kumasi too.
Yeah.
So, and I changed schools a lot. So every time you go to a new school, you have to introduce yourself. And you say Linford, and then they'll be like, huh?
What?
Rexford? And
No.
like, nah, Linford? Huh? Rainfall? Yeah, so to be honest, it kind of made me hate the name.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't like the fact that you're unique?
I didn't like the fact that it put me in the spotlight as
all
much
the
as
time.
it did.
Yeah.
Because every time, you alone when it gets to saying your name,
Plenty wahala.
everybody's laughing. Yeah.
Did you run back in the day?
Did I?
I mean, they say names sometimes influence people, but Linford was an athlete. Did you?
No, I never
ran.
ran. Yeah, I played football though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think football was probably the very first thing that I enjoyed.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved football. I loved to play football.
What position?
All the time. I was young, so
anyway.
Okay. It was striker, midfield.
Never
mostly.
in goal?
No, I was never in goal.
Nobody liked to go in goal.
Yeah, I was never in goal. But my uncle was a goalkeeper.
He was
at some point. Yeah, but I was never in goal. Nobody liked to be in goal.
No, at all.
Yeah, and one of the places that I was raised in Kumasi, Odium. It was right around the Kotoko camp.
The training place.
Yes. So, and the kids, like the security man over there, his kids were my friends. One of them plays in the Armenian League.
Oh,
right now.
Okay.
And we used to play together. Okay. So like, I loved football.
You used to see the footballers? Who do you remember seeing?
At some point, Prince Adupoku, I was like one of like his favorites because he would see us playing football around and he would come around and carry me in his car.
Okay.
And back in the day, I saw in Tojan, I saw what's his name? Tico. A lot of people. I saw almost all
the players.
Yeah. From at least anybody that played Kotoko in and around 97 to like 99, and then I left and then I will come there for Christmases and stuff too. So I still saw a lot of the players.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So but for the spelling of Kenny, Kenny, you would have had that name as part of your names.
Yeah, and if I did, and if I did, I probably won't be Kojo Cue. I'll probably be Kenny as a rapper too. Because I struggled with finding a name for so long, and like Kenny is like so nice.
Yeah, it is. It is. So if you rebrand, you may go there, right?
Yeah. I have thought about it.
Yeah. It's a unique name.
Yeah. But that's why for the album, it felt like I needed to reclaim. Because the album is like an autobiography. Yeah. So for me, it's like a reclaiming of, this thing that I lost by retelling the story and showing people the things that shaped me into who I currently am. Yeah.
The songs are pretty unique. I mean, they paint a picture of your life at a certain time. And I kept hearing some old lady saying stuff. It's really her, it's not an actress.
It's her. An actress. It's her. So what we did with that was I just got her in the studio and I'll tell her the scenario. And I was like, I just wanted to reenact the things that she would say to me, in those scenarios. Yeah, so she did a bunch of them and then I recorded it and I took the parts that I liked. So it was really her.
She was in the studio?
Yeah.
Was that the first time she came to studio?
Yeah. She said I have to pay her.
Artist now, guest artist.
Yeah, she has to get her royalty. And she's also on the cover.
Yes.
The cover of it's me and young her and me. Yeah.
That picture that I see.
Yeah.
That's you and your mom.
Yeah, that's me and my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Her first impression when she stepped into the studio, what did she say?
She had already been going to like the Opimso radio in what do they call it? In Malaysia.
Yes.
Because she's a queen mother, and so sometimes they call her to come and explain some of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
Like
don't
a guest.
think yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think she was intimidated by my studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a 1 day session or a couple of days?
No, it was just 1 day.
Okay.
It was just a one. I already knew the spots that I wanted things to go to and what I needed. So once I got her in, she came, she brought me fufu, and then she was worried about the thing is taking long, the fufu spot. I should go and eat the fufu.
Was it the first time you've had fufu in the studio?
Nah. Yeah, she will send you fufu right now.
One time. Has she heard the final project output?
Yeah, she has heard some of it.
Okay.
Yeah, she has heard some of it. I think people, because I have fans that she lives in a family house in a dome, and I have like a lot of fans over there. So I was not the one that played it for her.
No.
Like people, some of the kids will go, Nana only himself album be so album band, and they will start playing some of the stuff for her. And then when I released it too, I did a little pop-up show in front of basically where the house where the cover art was taken, and then invited some fans. So in the performances after, I remember when we were done performing, they started playing the album, and then she was sharing food to them, and then she would be hearing her voice, and she would be like,
great experience.
Yeah,
nice one.
Great.
I kept hearing aswanding, left and right. Meaning what? Stubborn?
Yeah.
Hard-eared.
Hard-eared, yeah. You know they hear.
You know they hear where?
They hear. I mean, I was mischievous as a kid. I mean, one of the things that she says surprises her is how calm I've become over the years. I have a younger brother. He's like 15 years younger than me, and she's always like comparing us. It's like, when your brother was younger, he was very calm. Now he's more,
energetic,
active. Yeah. And then you were like all over the place, like really.
Reverse.
And then now you are, and she doesn't seem to understand that, what happened, yeah.
So, the inspiration for this album?
I was always going to make an album like that, but the thing that's, because I'm making well, the word escapes me, but I'm making a collection of albums that live in a universe called Ghanaian Times.
Ghanaian Times.
Yeah, and it's supposed to document what it's like to grow up in Ghana between a certain year and a certain year, based on my own years in Ghana.
So like a musical journalist or a journalistic musician?
Yeah. I'm a journalist too. Yeah, so
documenting.
So I'm documenting so the first one was my first album, which is for my brothers, which essentially is documenting the experience, the general Ghanaian experience for males, especially, like the generally. So I'm telling stories that people can relate to, but not all of them are my stories. And then this one is supposed to be me specifically.
So autobiographical.
Yeah, you understand. So that one is us, this is me. And then after this, I am supposed to do like the system. So the one that will come, there's one that comes after that's Ghana, Your Mother.
Okay.
Yeah, which is about just everything.
Okay.
So social, political commentary and everything.
Are those songs already recorded?
No, we have a few songs, but we know exactly,
Okay.
What we are trying to achieve with that. And by we, I have a creative director that I work closely with. His name is Kafui Dey.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we craft these projects together. So Kenny was always supposed to be the one that's about me, but initially the direction of it was different. And the thing that changed the direction of it is the events of the last song, Gold Dust. In 2020, my wife had twins prematurely, and then they were here for like 2 weeks and they died.
Wow.
Yeah, and it sent me down a road. They sent me to therapy and everything. And afterwards, it changed what the projects, was supposed to be about, how it was supposed to flow. And so, if you pay attention, you realize that the first song is Fruit of the Womb, where I'm talking about how I'm struggling to pay back money.
Yes.
And then Mama is just like, all I really need from you is like grandkids,
Yes.
And then the last song is about when those grandkids actually arrive, but then they don't stay. So then it kind of links back to,
cycle.
Yeah.
What was that experience like, man?
It's not a thing that I can describe for you. You have to be there. You have to have gone to. I remember when it happened, one of the old women who came to visit me and my wife, one of the, advising us, you have to stay strong in this moment so that it doesn't pull you apart. And I'm like, how can something like this pull us apart? This is something that's like meant to. Yeah, but then I found out that the places that it can take you, you may not even be aware what it's doing to you, what it's doing to her, what it's doing to the two of you, and everything. So it's not a thing I can describe. It's not a thing I hope. It's a thing that I hope nobody else has to go through.
Yeah. The colors, it was dark, a dark place.
Yeah, super dark. Yeah. I quit music for almost 2 years. Yeah, because usually when I'll go through things, I'll put it all in the music.
Yes.
This time I couldn't. So I just had to stay away totally, try therapy, try all sorts of things. Yeah, and in the end I found out that, because everything's like a race against time, right? The more time passes, the less the weight feels. Even though you don't get rid of it totally, but it becomes less and less and less. So it's just, how do you make time pass as quickly as possible? Because it slows down.
Yeah.
When you're grieving.
Yeah, everything is slow motion.
Yeah. Einstein's theory of relativity, I guess. So how do you make time pass? And I realized that it passes faster when you're doing things that take all of your concentration to do. So video gaming, exercising, did a garden. One of the things that really helped was cooking.
You cook now?
I cook now.
Okay, back then you didn't?
No.
So you learned it in that time?
Yeah. Shout outs to Sweet Ajeli on
okay.
YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, digital cooking?
Yeah.
You learned from her?
Yeah, that's who I learned from.
Nice.
My mom is a caterer. So when I was growing up, one of the things that I did intentionally was to be very bad at cooking. Because if she saw that I had any aptitude for it, she would use me in her.
Yes.
When she has orders, could you come and do this, come and do that.
Yeah.
So if you tell me to even boil egg, I'll just mess it up. So that's
on purpose?
Yeah, on purpose. So that they don't. So in their heads, this is not.
He can't cook.
Yeah, he can't cook. So I didn't cook at all up until 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just one of those days, and I saw a video, I was like, let me try this. And then it kept me so in the moment for 2 hours.
Yes.
I was like, this is actually a cool thing.
So what's your signature meal now?
Jollof, just because it requires a lot of attention. You have to pay attention to it most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I do it not necessarily for the end product, but for the process.
That's all?
Yeah.
All right. What's going to therapy like?
It's hard at first, especially when you're not used to, when you're like me, you're not used to sharing, your thoughts with other, somebody else, very, very intimate thoughts.
Although you do it in the music.
Yeah, because when I'm recording, there's nobody there. So I get uncomfortable when my music plays around with other people.
Yes, because then they have to hear what you're saying.
Now they're hearing what I'm talking about. But when I'm recording, I record myself, so I record alone. So most of the time, I don't. It's I feel an emotion, I write, I record it, and a lot of the stuff that I write and record, I don't even put out. Yeah, so most of the time when I put something out, it means that I am comfortable with people hearing it now because I've left it like behind. Cry. So it was a different experience. And
was it your decision to go into therapy?
Yeah, it was my decision.
So you
try,
okay,
to try. And the thing that I think the one thing that I picked up the most is if you are not willing to be honest and open up, they can't really help. Because if you're leaving out details, if you're not really being honest about how things make you feel, then they can't really help. Yeah, so I picked up some things from there. I picked up mindfulness and a bunch of other things, but eventually I had to stop because I was struggling with the honesty part. Yeah.
You wanted to keep some stuff to yourself?
Yeah, it still felt like, like I'm sharing with somebody.
Yeah.
Still felt like.
In the movies, they show people going into the practice and you sit on a couch and then you talk. Is it real in real life? So was there a couch you sat in?
Yeah, I sat in the couch in his office. Yeah, but I think it's nowadays you can even do it over the internet.
Zoom.
You can Zoom and do it. I think it's just being comfortable enough to have the conversation and talk about the things that are actually bothering you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you go with your wife?
No. I went alone.
Did she go for therapy?
No.
She didn't?
I think she had some counseling, maybe for like a week or two after the incident by herself, because that was the recommendation. But she didn't.
Who really helped you in that process when you're going through this 2 years of darkness?
Honestly, I cannot point to anyone, but it's my fault because I don't share. A lot of people, like until this album came out, I can count on one hand the number of people that knew that I had and lost kids.
People didn't know?
No. Like people, I remember when I spoke about it for the first time, some guy came to post a picture he took with me in Confanoche around the time. And you could tell from my face that I was super stressed. And he was like, oh, this whole time I thought that, you were angry because you didn't want to take the picture. Not knowing this was
something was happening.
This was what was happening.
Yeah.
So because apart from in the music, I don't share. A lot of people didn't know. A lot of people had no idea. Yeah. So, and it was my own doing, but it's how I deal with things.
How did Mama take this whole time, from the losing the twins to you in this state? How did she take it?
Honestly, she also didn't see that. Yeah. She advised, she was there when she could, but she didn't. I don't think she saw the extent to which, because the one thing I have always done with my mom is, she used to always warn me that if you get problems, don't bring it here because there's nothing here.
Really?
I think it was just her way of trying to keep me out of trouble. I've learned that now with my kid brother, especially because, he's had some troubles and everybody came to help. But for me, when I heard that, I took that as law.
Yes.
So because of that, it doesn't matter what I was going through. My one rule is that my mom
should not know.
Should not see. Yeah. So today, she would tell you that, like, model kid, nothing happened. Yeah.
Things are going on.
Yeah, things go on. Yeah. Like, I'd rather go to a friend before I go to her about anything. So because of that, I guess it's still like that with me in here. She didn't really see a lot of that. Yeah.
In the song, there are very interesting songs in the album. Squad.
Yeah.
Squad. There was a song called Squad.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it's like what peer pressure can do.
Yeah.
When you because for most of us boys, like I said, my dad wasn't around.
How do you think that impacted your life?
I mean, when it was happening, I didn't think about it much.
Did you ever think that, oh, where's my dad? You never thought about that?
Because a lot of the people that I was around in Bantama had dads who were not around.
Oh.
So it was not a thing that was strange.
Okay.
You know, it was normal. Like, fathers are just people that are not around.
Where were they?
Either they were abroad or they were in the same country, but they were just not around.
Okay.
You know, maybe they will come home at night and come and eat and sleep and then go to work early in the morning and you don't see them again.
Yeah. So who were the father figures?
You only kind of saw them when you really needed discipline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I would say father figures for me were elder cousins.
Okay.
Yeah. And like my uncle, Uncle Desmond, was one of my earliest father figures. But when I check his age, like when I was in JSS, he had just finished SS.
Yeah, not too long.
Yeah. So he was not
a couple of years.
Yeah. He's not that old, but he was my father figure for like a very long time.
Okay, you looked up to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked up to he was one of the few people, especially in the Bantama environment, who saw that I had potential and tried to push me towards it. Who cared about, oh, you've come home, they've given you homework, do your homework, oh, you have to. He came to PTA meetings and
oh,
stuff.
nice.
Yeah.
Just a couple of years older than you.
Yeah.
And he'll come to PTA.
Yeah, he'll come.
Nice.
Yeah, he'll come. Like I was having a conversation with one of my younger cousins. So for her, it was even more extreme because she's younger than me. She's like maybe 6 years younger than me. So by the time that Uncle Desmond was doing all those things, Uncle Desmond was now old enough.
Yes.
Yeah. So like we were just having a conversation where like you know, for her father was even in Kumasi, but he just wasn't around. Everything, you know, even hospital visits, surgeries, everything he would pull up. Yeah. And
is he still with us, Uncle Desmond?
Yeah, he's here.
Nice.
And then on my mom's side too, I had once again a bunch of uncles. My mom's younger brother, Uncle Frankie, he's in the US now. And then my uncle Richard, who I stayed with all throughout my time in JIJ. Yeah, he lives in Kaswa now. I used to live in Dosma.
Okay. So when your father turned up 1.5 decades after he left, what was that like?
In the beginning, I thought it was going to be fun. You know, I thought it was going to be fun, but it wasn't. We spent like almost a year together. I hated it then. When I look back at it now, I kind of understand it. Because the situation was, he came back and he wanted to slot in like he had never left. But for me, it was me and this stranger. All of a sudden, there's a stranger in my house and the stranger is trying to be strict.
Yeah, so where are you from?
Yeah, like where are you from with all these rules?
Yeah.
All of a sudden. Like,
I don't know you.
I don't know you from anywhere. I've been living here the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that because he was also away, maybe he tried too much to overcompensate for that 1 year.
He was abroad?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean like, because he left and then he came back. Like, you're back after 14 years.
Yes.
Your kid is a teenager.
Yeah.
You understand, living with a single mom.
Let's try and catch up.
I think, yes, you know, trying to catch up, trying to overcompensate for the year. So it wasn't a very fun time for me when it was me and him. It was fun for when I would go out, because at that point in time we were living in Brooklyn Estate, but every day he would drive us to Bantama, because he had also been away from his home for so long that every day he had to be in Bantama. So when we would go, the kid whose bugger father had come, so that was nice, you know, special treatment from adults and peers and everything. That was nice. But for between me and him, it wasn't so fun. And then, you know, he left again after a year.
Wow.
And then I think the next time he came back, I was like 18, 19, left after like 3 months. And then it's just been like that.
So what is like the emotional connection you have with him?
To be very honest, there's nothing. Yeah, I think for a long time, on my end there was some resentment and some hatred.
Of course.
Yeah, but becoming an adult myself, and also being able to have like a longer conversation with him about how he grew up and how things played out for him, I came to understand, and that understanding took away the hatred. But we don't have like a relationship.
Connection.
It's still like me and a stranger.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the one thing that he does wrong, in my opinion, is that he still expects it to gel as if we've always been that, instead of like building a friendship from the ground up. And the one thing I also don't do too well is maybe I'm just not as available as I need to be.
Yeah. Do you think you grew up very quickly? You became an adult quickly?
Super fast. Super fast because for my peer group, my grandma, this is my paternal grandma, was raising like maybe like 5 grandkids that was in the house. Me, Clinton, Kwekwapia, and I think Lillian and I breastfeed them. So yeah, so like 5 or 6 grandkids in the same house, and amongst the guys, I was the eldest. Even guys and girls together, I was like the second oldest. So I am used to being the one responsible for
the people
younger
behind
people.
you.
Like if any mischief happened, I will get the blame for it, because why didn't you keep in check? And then moving from that situation after my grandma died to going to live with my mom, it was just me and her for a very long time. She would wake up in the morning, go to work. I wouldn't even see her in the morning, and then she'll come back very late and I'll be asleep. So it's like just me, literally. I have the tools, but me raising myself. So I was like really forced to. And then my dad came for a year. They had my younger brother. My dad left, and now it was almost like a man of the house type situation, So yeah, I did. I feel like I did grow up fast.
What was it like growing up with your grandma?
Great times. Great times. There was always food. There was always people in the house. And grandmothers are less strict.
True.
They'll let you get away with more than your own parents will.
What was the craziest thing she allowed you to get away with, man?
I used to steal coins.
From where?
So my aunties sold food.
Okay.
One of my aunties, she still sells food on the high street till today. But they will come home late in the night, and then they will count the money.
Yeah, the earnings.
Yeah, they'll count the money and then they'll stash it, and then they'll go to sleep. But sometimes they'll be so tired that they won't count the money, and they'll go to sleep, and then at dawn, then they'll count the money. So I figured out that pattern. And what I would do is on the days that they won't count the money, I'll just take a bunch of them and then put there, and I'll go to the cinema, or I'll go and buy some toys. It was a toys that gave me away, because I started coming home with
toys,
like, different toys.
What kind of toys?
Like toy guns, like they had these action figures. Action Man.
Yes, Action Man.
And all those things. And then my uncle was like, how you getting all these things? I was like, I told her, my other uncle was like my mom's younger brother, was the one who every time I meet him, then he would give me money to go and buy. So
they verified.
No, he used psychological trick, because he was like, we are going there today. We are carrying you.
Panic.
And I started panicking, and I gave the game away.
What was the punishment?
Oh, it was just a few lashings. That also, it wasn't anything. Yeah, they'll even let you get away with like stealing food from,
The pot.
steal food. Yeah, it wasn't really. Yeah, it was very, very. It was not as strict as with my mom, because my mom my mom will fight you.
Yeah?
She will, like, not beat you. She will literally.
Hey,
Like,
fight.
yeah, it's like you think that you are. Yeah, she will literally like
Put her face up.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, my mom, like, disciplinarian.
Wow.
She'll fight you.
Would you fight back?
No, I couldn't at that time. I couldn't. She was just stronger.
So you take the blows?
Yeah. She'll beat you. She'll show you pepper. But I think it stopped. Yeah, I remember when it stopped. I think it was after SS or last year in SS that I had done something and she tried to hit me.
Yes.
And I held her hand and I looked her in the face for a bit and then I put her hand down. And then we started talking.
Yeah.
And I think from that moment we've always talked like adults.
I think she realized that now you're becoming a man.
Yeah.
Wow. Just having the image of your mom putting her face up.
My mom, a doom girl. She's like,
Hard girl.
Yeah, she's, Hey, my mom,
Has she mellowed with age?
The loudness is still there, but I don't know if the loudness is still there, but I don't know.
Well, like she screams?
Yeah, she's like a ball of energy all the time. Yeah, but her elder, because there are 3 sisters. No, there are 4 sisters. And the one that she's directly behind, she's not as loud. But she's like,
like this, eh?
Yeah, she's like, So, and even on my dad's side, because my dad is a twin, his twin is a girl. Yeah, Mama Ta will beat men, like, even on that side, like.
What made them that tough?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was speaking to, because I did a documentary for Kenny, and we caught one of my maternal grand aunties and we were speaking about it, and this conversation came up and she was like, "Bro, my phone there, you free to take now, more there." And it's was sharing with this. So I don't know if it's a
historical thing.
Yeah, it's a historical genetic thing, but that's how. Or maybe it was just the result of not having the men pay as much attention and them having to play.
So you always have to be like a man as well. Yeah. You did a documentary for Kenny?
Yeah. We have done something. We are not all the way done, but we started something.
Why did you choose that way to tell the story? Apart from the music, then you're going to do the documentary as well?
Yeah, because I feel like there are certain things that I only like brush on that people will benefit from extra discussion. Because, the goal of telling stories at the end of the day is also to pass down values, and it's also to have like a moral lesson of sorts. So if there are ways that we can give even more depth to the stories that we've told in the music, we are always trying to do that.
What do you miss most about your grandma? She's no longer with us.
It's been so long. She died in like 2002. It's been so long that honestly, I don't even remember her voice. I wish I could remember her voice. But I miss when you get sick and get to sleep on the bed. Because it was like me, her and my 5 other cousins, one room, they've split it. So one side, the divider, and then there's the bed and the wardrobe there, and then this is the hall. And then at night, you pack the couch and then you put a mat on the ground, and that's where we slept. But when you got sick, you got to sleep on the bed.
Promotion.
Yeah. So, and then you got like extra preferential treatment. You wouldn't go to school. So my cousins will always be trying to catch you acting like you are well. just so they'll go and tell grandma that he's well. He's like,
Can't get on the bed, come down.
So they'll come back from school and they'll intentionally bring something. Kojo, let's go and, I have this, I brought it, let's go and do. If you slack and you get up like, Auntie Obwa.
They catch you with that.
Yeah, because it will start from actually being sick.
Yes.
But once you realize that, you get to sleep on the bed, you are not going to school. When you start getting better, you try to sneak in like, a few days or some extra week,
small. Small.
Some extra week.
Yeah. How old were you when she passed?
2002. That will make me 13.
Okay. So do you remember the funeral and all that?
Yeah, I remember the funeral.
Okay.
I remember in front of the Bantama house. I remember, but I did not cry or anything like that. I think I cried 2 weeks after.
Is that typical Kojo Cue?
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it was also still not fully grasping what was happening. I understood death to a certain level, but back then they would always say that, oh, don't worry, then you'll be in heaven soon and whatnot. It's been 20-something years, so yeah. So I did not cry at the time, but I remember the funeral. I remember finding certain things strange, because one of the things that is still in my head is there was a woman that was coming to the funeral, and our house was like down in a valley like that, and she was coming from the top, and I saw her. I was walking with her from the top, and all the way from the top, she was greeting people. It was like she had come back to Bantama, so she had people that she hadn't seen in a bit. She was greeting people, smiling and everything, and then like as soon as she hit that valley where everybody could see, then she started like wailing, and that was always like very strange.
The transition was too sharp.
Yeah, like it was very strange to me. Like it almost felt like, why are you lying?
Mm-hmm. Like a performance.
Yeah, like also. So that's one of the things that it's in my head like till today.
Mm-hmm. Of course, now we've always had like professional mourners, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we found out.
Yeah.
I found out later.
Yeah, paid to cry.
That people were, people are professional mourners. I thought that it was, but it was strange to me. It was very, very strange.
Yeah. But before that, tell me about how you felt when you discovered Obrafour's music. Because you were younger.
Yeah. One of my older cousins, Rebel, he was always interested in music. In fact, when he was in SS, he did music. So
Rebel.
Yeah.
Rebel King?
T Rebel. No.
Okay, all right.
No. I know Rebel King.
Yeah, Kumasi guy.
Yeah. He's one of my Rebel King was one of the studio that I started learning how to record and stuff.
Okay.
He was one of the people that will come there and I'll learn from. Yeah. Shout out to Ahimfo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So T Rebel.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought home, he used to always like bring home like hip life cassettes, because hip life was the in thing at the time. He brought home Paimuka, and then I heard a song on Paimuka, and just the way he was describing daily life with rap, it was just so like fascinating to me. So I took a paper and then I wrote down the lyrics.
You wrote down the words.
Yeah, back in the days you rewind, write the line, and then make sure you got it right. Rewind,
pause.
Yeah, and then once I got it and I was able to mimic it, it felt like something that I could do. So I just started doing it as a hobby. Yeah.
Obrafour.
No, Obrafour. Yeah.
Did you ever get to meet him later on?
Yeah, I have met Obrafour, but not in I'm a fan way. I've just like kind of met him in passing. Yeah, I've met him. I've met Obrafour. Yeah, I haven't worked with him though.
Okay.
I think that's one thing I would love to do.
What does he mean to you?
That's like hip life Jesus to me. Yeah. I am sitting here only because of the people that came before me. Maybe I'll still be rapping if none of them rapped, but maybe the rewards that I'm reaping now won't be that much because I would have had to build the structures that they labored to build. So I have a lot of respect for him and everything that he's done. I am somebody that likes to pay homage, like all the time. So to everybody that came before me, lots of respect. They'll always be idols in my eyes. Yeah.
So shout out to Rebel, man.
Yeah, shout out to Rebel. He called me. He called me one time. Like I hadn't heard from him in a long time. He's in the UK now. He called me and he was like, "Yo, I have some chorus for you." Yeah, it was a fun conversation to have.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. So tell us, just talk a little bit about. Okay, you grew up with your grandma, then you stayed with your mom as well. School, like, where did you start going to school first?
I started in Edum Presby. Because I started, what will happen is I will be tossed around. My mom had me when she was 18, and my dad was like 20. And then my dad left a year after. So young woman, she has to also live her life. So I will be moved around auntie to auntie, grandma to grandma on either side. So I started in my mom's family house in Edum Presby. I think I did nursery over there, and then she moved to Odium, and then I went to New Era in Odium, probably KG1 something. Then I moved from New Era to my grandma, paternal grandma, is also a twin. So her twin lived in Dediakon, still lives there. So I went to Dediakon, SDA, then I moved to Bantama. Then when I moved to Bantama, I went to CPC, and then we moved from Bantama to Bremai, and in Bremai we went to another Seventh Day, and then we moved from that Seventh Day I went to Revival, and then when she died I went back to my mom, and then I went to Comfort Noche. But in between those times too, there will be like a year or a term when I will move back somewhere and then go to another school again. Because like New Era, for example, I went to New Era, left, and then came back and went to New Era again. SDA, the same.
So you go back to the same school maybe twice?
Yeah, but twice.
Different periods of time.
Different periods of time. Went to Comfort Noche, finally finished in. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of them because the last time I counted with my mom was like 11.
11 schools before SHS?
JSS.
Before SHS?
SHS, yeah. Because the JSS that I finished, I went there in JSS 2. And then JSS 2, JSS 3, and then I was done. Yeah.
That's a lot of schools.
That's a lot of schools.
How has that impacted you?
It's impacted my ability to form friendships the most.
You documented it in your project, one of your songs.
Next Time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know if parents realize this, but making friends for kids can be hard.
Yeah.
You know, and depending on where you've moved to, you can be a cool kid in one school, and then the qualities that make you a cool kid in that school, in another school, take you totally out of, the cool kids. Because I remember in Revival, for example, it was super cool to be intelligent and form boy clubs and do learning things together. But then in Comfort Noche, it was not. In Comfort Noche, you had a lot more of the Moshi Zongo boys and whatnot, and the cool thing to do was to be rowdy. So imagine that you're cool here and then they move you here, and then you have to deal with either you have to totally change the way you are or deal with bullying. So, and then the friends that you lose. Because one day you just wake up and you don't see this person again. So eventually I started getting to the point where I started treating the friends that I will make from school as temporary, because I don't know when.
Next time. It may change next time.
Yeah, it may change next time. And I think I carried it even all the way until maybe even after uni. Yeah.
Did it give you like a split personality? Where you have to change quickly to adapt?
And not a split personality, not like an extreme in that sense, but I'm very adaptable. Yeah, like I can fit in with any crowd. Yeah, I can fit in with any space that. Like naturally, I'm an introvert, but if you put me outside, you may not notice, because I can perform. I can be the perfect extrovert. I can be the perfect people's person, and then need to go and recharge.
If I were to choose a creature for you, would chameleon be?
I think it works. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah.
So you can blend quickly.
Yeah, I can blend in. Wherever that you put me, I can quickly read the environment and know that this is what survival looks like. And then
did you ever experience bullying?
Attempts, yeah.
Okay.
Attempts, yeah. But I will say 3 things saved me. One of them is Bantama. Already, you grow up in an environment where people are very harsh.
Your mother.
Yeah, you understand, like my mom.
Your aunties.
Like even my cousins, everybody's yeah.
Stand up for yourself.
Yeah, so you learn to do that. You learn to be loud enough. Even if the person in front of you is someone that you know in your heart can beat you, you learn to be loud enough that they start to second guess.
So what you say? Hey.
Yeah, no, like whatever energy you're bringing,
then you match
face
it.
them with the same thing. And when I was younger, I was shorter too. I was like, I wasn't really. Now when I look back, it's funny to me, some of the people that yeah, because like this like short boy, and yeah, but Bantama will have that. And like one of the things is, you can have somebody beat you, but can they beat you like 100 times without getting tired themselves? You understand? So it's like, if every time you meet me, you have to fight, at some point you are going to get tired.
You go tired.
Yeah. It's either you're killing me or you just go tired, and we'll find a way to. And sometimes to just that energy that you're given, for the person that was attempting to bully you, it makes them want to be friendly, because they also like somebody that has that energy. So I think that was one of them. I think music, and my interest in music was also another. Because fortunately for me, I grew up in an era when hip hop culture was the main thing.
Yeah.
And I love to read. So I read a lot of magazines and stuff. So I always had access to information that was cool to people. So I used to get away with that. And then in SS,
Kumasi
Anglican, I got away with it by rapping, because Lord Kenya and Ochame Kwame went to Anglican.
Kumaka.
Yeah, Cass. And then Noble Nketia, I think Owari Jr. as well. So when you get there, it's like they tell you that the school has a music heritage. And one of the ways that I will escape from seniors bullying me, especially for the first 2 weeks, because the first 2 weeks you have to wear white. So when anybody sees you, they can tell that you're fresh. Yeah, you have to rap.
So whose music were you rapping at that time?
The very first approach, I did a Cassidy verse.
Okay.
And then the senior was like, yo, that's cool, but that's Cassidy's verse. So the next time I come, I want it to be your own. So that's how I started actually
penning your own stuff down.
Yeah, making it, and then I fell more and more in love with it, yeah.
What's the highlight of your time in Kumaka?
Cass.
Okay.
Yeah, Kumaka is
Anglican.
Cass. Yeah.
Anglican.
Yeah.
Kumasi Anglican.
Kumasi Anglican.
Yes.
Super Zonals. I think when I was in Form 3, we won the football cup for Super Zonals. And then we also won the regional basketball. And a lot of my friends were on that team. So that period was like the most fun period for me. And then I think in Form 1, because when I got to Form 1, I entered this friend group, and we're like very close. We would skip class together, do everything together, and that was the first time in a long time that I was having something like that. So that was also like a very fun time.
Because in Kumasi, you were there for 3 years.
Yeah, I was there.
So that was the longest time you went to school?
Yes.
Without a break?
Yes. That was the longest. That's the longest time. Oh, apart from GIJ, because GIJ 4 years.
That was later,
Yeah. But up to that point, that was the longest time I was in the same school with the same group of people. Even now, and they wanted to switch me to OWAS at some point.
Oh, what again?
I don't know. In the same school with the same group of people for a long. But even that, the person that kept the friend group together in Form 1 went abroad.
Oh.
Yeah, some of them, like, he left. And then after that, I think I became a little bit of a recluse. Yeah, after that point. Yeah.
What was your favorite subject in
literature?
Okay.
Yeah, literature, and then history. Yeah.
Was it the teachers? Was it the subject? What was it?
It was the subject itself. I think that I've always enjoyed reading, and I've always been a writer, and I've always enjoyed like hearing stories and stuff. My aunties used to tell us Toli, and then Anansi stories when I was growing up, Jakono Jamadiebi and stuff. So I was always interested in that. But because I was a brilliant kid also, the expectation for every brilliant kid is that you go into the science. So when I was younger, even though these were the things that I enjoyed, I didn't like science that much. I would always say that I wanted to do science. So the first time somebody drew my attention to literature and my gifts as a writer was in Konfanoche, when we had written an essay, and the English teacher called me and asked me when I go to SS, what do I want to do? And I said, oh, science. I was like, nah, I should do general arts and I should do literature. And I was like, nah, I don't want anything to do with that. But then I ended up doing general arts. I ended up doing literature and history. Yeah.
How do you do in the WASI?
I had a C6 in science and a D7 in maths. Everything else was A's. Yeah.
So the teacher was right now?
Yeah, he was. Oh no, he was. Like, he was. He definitely was. But also, my interest in I didn't really enjoy science, but it kept dipping. Maths, I was good at maths, but I don't want to mess with the memory of somebody that's gone. But I just think that I didn't have a great maths teacher for SS1, SS2. It was in SS3 that they realized it, but they tried to course correct, but it was too close.
What in your mind are the qualities of a great maths teacher?
The ability to break the things down for you to, like, the concepts down for you to understand. But this person I'm talking about, it was beyond that. Like, he taught me resourcefulness maybe more than maths, because I don't think that he was meant to be a maths teacher. I think he was something else, and then they fit him in that position. So he would come to class and he would have problems that he wanted us to work through. And you have the problems and you kind of have the answers. But he himself would struggle to get the answer that he got from the book. And then he would always, like, find ways to get there. And then when we would do exams and we would see the questions and we'll be struggling, he would pass around and be like, shh, am I not the one that's going to mark? So it became like a habit for us, and it was cool up until when they changed them in the last year, and then the new guy that came, everything that he would bring up, we were terrible at. And he was like, like, I can't understand.
Yeah.
How, So it's not even. It's not even. I just think that he just wasn't like that great at math himself.
Did you guys ever do mental when you were in primary school?
Yeah.
Monday morning,
Yeah.
rapid fire.
Yeah. I was. That's what I'm saying. I was cool. I did like I wasn't that bad. Yeah, at all. In JSS, Mr. Ajima will come Monday morning mental. We even did mental for English.
How does that work?
Dictation. Like
Oh, okay.
say a word and you spell it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Vocabulary.
even did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we even did that.
So comprehension then COM
Yeah.
PR. Okay.
Yeah, he'll come. He will just come and he said word you have to spell it. If you get it wrong,
Boom.
go to the next person.
On the head or your hand?
Your hand. Yeah, your hand. Yeah, I was very good at spelling.
Yeah. You loved your arts. Yeah. When you were in Anglican, is that when you had the idea that you might be a musician, a lyricist, a rapper?
Yeah. So I started developing the skills, developing it. I also recorded my first demo.
Where?
I think we recorded my first demo in some random studio. One of the boys, he was in a different class, but he heard me rapping, and then he also rapped, and he took me to the studio for the first time. Ron G, and then we did a demo, and I found out that I wasn't very good from doing the demo, because when I would compare it to the songs that I enjoyed, it wasn't.
But you're just learning, man.
Yeah. It wasn't good. So I told myself, but we had spent money, so I told myself that the next time that I record, I pay money to record something else. I have to have improved, and the only way I knew how was to just keep writing and rehearsing.
So you're writing.
Yeah. So I bought this jotter. This is blue with a blue cover. I had like 70 leaves. Filled it with raps. Gave it to a friend who also wanted to rap. Bought another one, filled that one, gave that one away before I went and recorded my next demo again. But the thing that finally pushed me towards rap was in my last year in SS. My parents' relationship had like totally broken down to the point where it was like me, my mom, and my younger brother. She wasn't working at the time. Things were like pretty hard. I did not know whether uni was an option. Some of the options that were being discussed was to finish and find a job so that I would come and help out in the house. So at that point, music seemed like a very, because I would always see the musicians on TV and things, and I thought they were rich. So, it seemed like an
option?
Yeah, like a great option. So that's when I started taking it seriously. There was a studio in Kumasi, Pokalos. I would just go there all day, skip class and go after every day. And then that's when it became like a concrete option for me.
Okay. So did your music come out before you went to uni?
Yeah, I put out those days we call it mixtapes.
Yes.
Where you are rapping over other people's beats. Yeah, I put out like 5 of those mixtapes before I went to uni. Because I started putting out the mixtapes in 2010, and I went to uni that same year, but in September.
Okay.
Yeah. Mind you, I finished SS in 2008.
Okay, so there was a 2-year gap.
Yeah.
And in that 2-year gap, what was happening? When did you meet Soul Brothers?
Soul Brothers, I met them in the studio.
Okay.
I met
in that 2-year gap time?
Yes.
Okay.
So I met them. I met them in Pokalos. They came to record a demo. And back in those days, what I would do was I'll go and hang out in Pokalos, and the studio, the engineer will send me. So I was like a studio boy if someone wants to buy. But then when people will come to record demos, whilst they are making their beats for them, I'll be in the corner and I'll be rapping or I'll be doing something. Because most of them were new. Maybe they're trying to figure out how they will sing their chorus. The engineer will be like, oh, Jazzy, show them, and I'll show them. So it was a similar thing. Soul Brothers had come to do a demo. I was rapping in the corner like, yo, you're great, like hop on the song, and I hopped on the song.
Who was Jazzy?
Me.
That's what they used to call you? That was your nickname?
Yeah,
why?
That's my first rap name, Jazzy.
Okay.
Because of Jay-Z. Yeah, because I love Jay-Z too. Yeah, so I picked up Jazzy.
All right.
And then that's when I met Soul Brothers. And they were in uni at the time. They were in KNUST. And I think they went on vacation, and then when they came back, they hit me up that, Because back then we had demos and we had masters. Masters were like the ready product that could go on radio and whatnot. Demos, and we were doing demos, and I couldn't even afford the demos. So when they came back, they were like, oh, they found a producer and another guy who records, and for the price of a demo, you could make a master.
Okay.
So if I'm interested, I should come around. And so I started going around. In that year too, I started hanging out at the cafe. We were living in Macro at the time. I started hanging out at the cafe and discovered Skype and discovered that you could talk to, people outside the country in different spaces, and that's, if you lied to them, you could get money. Yeah, so I kind of did some of that because everybody around was doing that. So I had some money at that point.
What was the most you made from one operation?
Oh, not that much, like $500 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the craziest story you told the people?
That you tell people
To get the money.
Oh, it was not even this was more romance led.
Okay.
Yeah. So back in the days, there were websites where you could go get pictures, like models pictures, and we figured out that a lot of the black people look the same to the white people, especially the old white people, right? So like you search for like old white people, and then you go and find one of those websites, get a model, and then get like a lot of her pictures from when she's wearing clothes all the way to when she's not wearing clothes. And then you make your profile, everything, you start talking. So you get in a relationship with this
Some white person, white guy.
Yeah, old white man somewhere.
Yes.
And then, start sending them pictures.
Yeah.
And at every point in time, once you hook them a little, you ask for something. Once you hook them a little, oh, I'm struggling with rent this, month. Then they want you to get naked on cam for them. You're like, oh, I go to the cafe, I don't have a laptop of my own, I need this, I need that, I need to move, I live with my mom, I need to...
Stories.
Those stories, yeah.
Fiction. Lots of fiction.
Lots of fiction. And then different people. So sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work. Yeah. For some people, it worked like really well to the point where they were making, people bought cars, people bought houses and stuff from that. Yeah.
From the romance camp.
Yeah, from that. So it became a viable option. I'm just saying this so that we understand how easy it is for young men, especially young men who feel like they don't have any option, to fall into certain things. Because Macro was also another one low class neighborhood, and a lot of the kids there, they were not very good in school, so that was not an option for them. The next option was magazine, which was like rides next to it, but that also was like a lot of hard work, especially for kids. So once they discovered like you could come in the cafe and do this, and saw people who they knew were as poor as them also start doing it and making money, it became a thing that everybody wanted to do. People were terrible grammar, terrible everything, still doing it.
And succeeding.
And succeeding. Yeah, and succeeding because contrary to what we think, when a person can speak English, it doesn't mean that they can write it or read it too.
True.
So some of them, the people that we're talking to, were not as good either.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you made some money from that?
Yeah.
For the recording?
For other things as well. Yeah. So like between like 2008 and 2009, that's kind of where I was at. So I would go to KNUST, see the producer, he'll give me a bunch of beats. When I'm leaving, I'll tip him something, whatnot, and then we'll later go and record the songs. But this was my life now, so the music was I was still doing it then. But the thing that pushed me back to the music is I will record and I'll come to the cafe, and when we would be in there, because you had to do nights. especially if you wanted to talk to the Americans.
The time difference.
Yes, so you had to do night. So whilst you are in there at night, we are playing music. I play some of my music, like, oh, Charlie, you're good though. Like, you know, why don't you take this thing seriously? And then every day you are in here. So because of that, I started thinking about it way more. And then at some point, I think the home values also took over. And I realized what it was that we were actually doing in a cafe. So then I tilted back to the music.
You retired?
Yeah.
Some of your guys kept doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Any of them get busted?
Honestly, none that I know of. I know people that are doing very well, and I don't know whether it's from that or if they pivoted. Yeah, but nobody that I was close with, you know, got busted from anything. There were some people too where the relationships that they built later became actual relationships. Like some people will use their sisters' pictures to do the thing, and then it will lead to their sister actually marrying
the guy, the victim.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then it becomes like an actual
established relationship.
And then they actually move away and stuff. So some of those things happen.
Yeah.
Nobody that I often, maybe it happened to somebody, but I was gone by the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's McFancy?
Yeah, he was the producer.
Yeah,
so he was that producer. McFancy. He was in pharmacy school at the time.
That was your producer?
Yeah, that was my producer. He was a pharmacist. He is a pharmacist, yeah.
Oh.
Frank Kumi.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the person I recorded and mixed and mastered is also a guy named Kojo Cue. Yeah, he was a Nigerian student that had come to KNUST as well.
Okay.
He didn't even finish course. He loved music so much that later his dad took him to London to go and learn sound engineering.
Are you still in touch with him?
Yeah. I think I spoke to OK maybe a year ago.
And he's an engineer? Sound engineer?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a sound. He sent me a picture from back then, like very, very terrible picture, but like
we foresee that picture. Now I'm curious.
I'll search and give it to you guys so you can put it up.
Can post it up. Yes.
Yeah, from back then. Yeah. So that was okay. Soul Brothers, Frank Dafoe and Kwabene were in London at the moment. They all just finished school and
they went off.
And did their things.
So you end up at KNUST. What was your subject?
No, I didn't go to KNUST. I was just there to because of them to record with them.
Okay.
Yeah. But because being around them and making the music, I started thinking about
let's go to
school again. Yeah. But then I wanted to go to school in Accra because I noticed that a lot of the music opportunities were in Accra. Yeah. So I think I did North Deck again.
To improve the maths?
To improve the maths and the science. They gave me I did all the subjects again. It's like they gave me my exact same results that I got earlier, like the exact same thing. It was weird. So then I was like, you cool, let me just. And then at that time, one of the people in the music industry that I liked a lot was Asem. And I saw that Asem had gone to GIJ. So then I applied for GIJ and then I got in.
Okay.
Yeah, and I came to live with my uncle in Nansoma. I was going to school in GIJ.
What was DC like back in the day?
DC is one of the closest places to Kumasi for me.
Yeah.
It's like everything is there.
That long road is like Bantama High Street.
Like High
the DC High Street.
Yeah, and I lived in Sahara, like right around Alpha Beta.
Yes.
It kind of felt like that.
It does.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was fun. And getting to GIJ from DC was also a breeze. Until 2 years in, and my uncle moved to Kaswa. And the story changed.
And you moved to Kaswa with him?
Yeah, that's who I was staying with. My uncle moved to Kaswa, and the journey from Kaswa to ridiculous. Because he would leave for work like very early.
How early?
Like 6. He's out of the house. So whether or not you had morning class or whatever, you had to. It's either that or our house was somewhere on some hill walk from that hill to where you can get a car. Take that car, will drop you off at Tuba Junction. Then Tuba Junction, you take a car to Circle before, from Circle, you take to, and you drop off at headquarters and then you walk.
Long moves. Long moves.
Stressful. Yeah, but...
Yeah, you had to do it.
Yeah, you had to do
What was your journalism school like?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I made some friends, lifelong friends over there who are still my friends. Unfortunately, we lost one of them, and I'll say, God bless him wherever he is. But it was, I enjoyed JIJ. I enjoyed JIJ. But I used to always go to Kumasi like every weekend.
Every weekend?
Every weekend. I was in a bus back to Kumasi like every weekend. Like there was one time when I thought we had a break from like Wednesday because there was a class and the lecturer cancelled it. So I went right after school on Wednesday. I sat in the bus and I went to Kumasi. And then when I got to Kumasi, the class rep who was my friend hit me up like, yo, I know you like to go, but the lecturer is planning to do some tests, impromptu tests on there or whatever.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Then I took the bus in the night and came back, did the test, and then took the bus back to Kumasi again. I just had to be in Kumasi.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Like till today, there's a feeling I get when I enter that atmosphere that I don't get from anywhere else. Yeah, because people have been telling me to move to Accra for years, but yeah, it just feels different. Yeah,
there's a connection, right?
Yeah, there's a connection. I can't explain it. I don't. I guess it's how somebody from Accra also feel when they move and they come back.
Yeah, home is home. If you so, talk to me about the growing pains time.
Yeah, those were like the first few mixtapes that I put out. So when I first came to Accra, I came to find a manager, and one of the things that he wanted me to do, because at that point I was Jazzy Flow. So Brothers had added the flow to the Jazzy.
Okay.
To differentiate. So he, his name was Talal Sangari. He ran an ad agency. I Create. Later I became Creatures. He's like Papi Kojo's cousin. Yeah, so me and Papi even became friends because of him through that time. So he changed my name. He put me through artist development. And one of the things that we did was me to rap on other people's beats and do those mixtapes.
As Jazzy Flow?
Yeah, it started as Jazzy Flow, the first one, and then we changed the name to Kojo. It was just Kojo, but Ko-Jo. Yeah, and then we did a bunch of them. And then when you felt like I was at a level that was cool enough, then we started spacing them out and doing. So those were like the growing pains period.
And what was the first release from that time?
Nathan.
Okay.
Was Now and the Hereafter N-Word.
Okay, Now and the Hereafter N-Word.
And then the next one was Now Never Again, Nona.
What was all that about? What were you doing with all those acronyms?
I don't know. I think I had a thing for creating like universes and having things sit together like that. I love, one of my favorite writers is Stephen King.
Horror.
Yeah. I don't consider it horror. I consider like magic fantasy.
Okay.
But there's horror. But one of the things that I loved from him was he has a series called the Tower. Oh, I've forgotten. Yeah, I've forgotten. But it was like a series of 7 books.
Okay.
And I like how he puts
like
that
a
world
body together. Okay.
Yeah, and everything. So when I was creating, I had that in my mind.
Do you still read Stephen King's books?
Yeah,
Okay.
I still read Stephen King.
You have a favorite?
The Shining, which I named one of my major projects after.
Okay.
It's a favorite. The Stand is also a favorite. He has a collection of short stories called Skeleton Crew. There's one story in there called Nona, which is what Now or Never Again was supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I still read Stephen King. I love
Fantasy.
Yeah, I love fantasy.
Okay. All right. How did you get your music out back then? I mean, was social media a big key?
it started off on MySpace.
Hey.
Yes.
Remember
MySpace
that.
was the first place. And then Reverb Nation. And then the website started popping up, Big XGH, Lifestyles GH, and all those places, Ghana mixtapes. So that's what we were doing. We put it there, people would download and listen, and then you use Facebook to kind of do the direct-to-consumer connections. Yeah, so that's what's now. Soul Brothers were the first people to get me to create a Facebook page.
Is that page still there?
Yeah, it's the
Still
same
there?
page I used to today. Yeah,
Okay, all right.
it's the same page.
Okay.
And then, because before then it was MySpace straight, just play the music there, make some connections over there, and then MySpace kind of started dying. Yeah, so that's what we did through there, and then YouTube came in where you could do video freestyles and also put it out. Yeah.
Head Nod.
Yeah, Head Nod.
Was
Head
that like your
Nod,
first viral song or something?
it's my first song I got on the radio. Yeah, especially in Kumasi.
Where did you first hear it?
There was this, I think Focus FM, and which was a campus radio. Shout outs to DJ Scientific and NYDJ, and then DJ Slim. And then from there, Radio Ecstasy, which was like, it became like the urban radio in Kumasi that was holding everything. DJ Slim, Lexus Bill, everybody.
The Lexus Bill
yeah,
now
Lexus
of
Bill,
Joy
yeah.
FM. Okay.
Yeah, Lexus Bill. Yeah. So those two stations, Capital Radio sometimes. Yeah, and then Andy Dusty was still in Kumasi on Angel. He was doing the Angel Entertainment Show, which was like huge in Kumasi at the time.
What did it feel like to be passing somewhere and then hear your music coming out of the radio?
It was crazy. It was really like playing your music on the radio.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it was crazy because all I wanted to do was get on the radio. DJ Slim had a show on Ecstasy called Hip Hop Avenue, and he would bring people to come and freestyle. And I used to always sit at home listening to people and feeling like, I can rap better than this guy, like if I get my chance. Yeah, and then I think P Wizzle made a connection and he got me into the studio. But I think the week before I got into the studio, P Wizzle had connected him with another guy who went and he flopped. So he was cautious. I got in the studio, he didn't even acknowledge me, he just pointed to a place and I sat there. Didn't say anything about, oh, we have this person in the house. Meanwhile, it's a thing that he did for everybody else. He did his whole show.
You know hype said?
No. He did his whole show. Some other pundit walked in, he introduced him, they had a conversation. It was left for like 10 minutes. And then he was like, oh, we have some guy over here, you know, some jazzy flow guy, whatever, and blah, blah. And then, you know, he started throwing, he put on the first beat. And after every 2 lines, he would stop and say, hey, what are you saying? What did you say? I will repeat it. I was like, and then he called me Punchline King. And we were on the radio for like 15 minutes just freestyling. I think Lexus was in his office. He came up to come and see who the kid was. So from that point, you know, I started getting some, you know, a little leverage with the radio people. And it was great. Yeah, Slim even went as far as going to tell Ochame Kwame and Flo Kingston about me. Everywhere he would go, he would just like, you know, champion. He was like, for me, my first fan. Proper.
Yeah. What was it like connecting with the brothers and Ochame Kwame?
It's people that you grew up listening to. Kwame, especially from SS, was my rap hero. Yeah, and then when Brothers came out, because Kunta was still in school, fresh out of school when it came out. So it was kind of like somebody your age that's doing it. So I looked up to them. And Stone, I was in the studio like one random day and Stone just walked in and was like, oh, he's looking for some Kojo guy. I'm like, oh, it's me. And then we had a conversation. We had some song he wants me to jump on. And then we built a relationship from there. And he was the first person to actually teach me about the proper ins and outs of the industry, you know, because I used to follow him around everywhere. When you go somewhere, I just follow him around. So I go, then I'm just with him. Yeah.
What's the one key thing he taught you that still stays with you?
For he not necessarily what he taught me, but from watching him, one of the things I picked up was just allowing yourself to embrace new things if you want to live longer. In terms of if you want to your career, have a longer career. Yeah, because he was one thing, and then if something new will come, he will be one of the first people to try his hands at it and, you know, try and do it his own way. Yeah, and so I picked that up from him.
Before We Shine?
Yes, Before We Shine. So when I was building that universe from Growing Pains, I used to always talk about, the end of all of that will be this mixtape called The Shining, which is supposed to be, Stephen King, which is supposed to be like, you know, we've grown, you know, and then now we've arrived. But then things were not coming together the way I wanted them to come together for me to put out The Shining. So I started doing the Before We Shine series. So I had Before We Shine. Before We Shine. The first thing I did was The Wait. We are waiting. And then I did Before We Shine. I did Before We Shine 2. And then finally I was able to do The Shining.
It's like just like anticipation. While we're waiting for the podcast to get there, let's do something.
Let's do something.
Yeah.
Because it was not clicking and coming together the way that I wanted it to come together at that point.
What's the story behind Winning?
I recorded that song with Clue Monster in Adenta.
Clue Monster?
Yeah, Clue Monster.
Crazy name,
Yeah, Jeffrey Clue. Clue Monster of Monster Music. Shout outs to him. Yeah, so it was just one of those songs we recorded, we put it out on the internet, and it kind of caught fire with the internet folks.
Did it surprise you?
No, not really. Yeah, not really, because it had the type of bounce that I thought that people gravitate towards. Yeah, I think the song that surprised me was Corolla Music.
Okay.
Yeah, because for Corolla Music,
Corolla like the car.
Like the car. Yeah, but also it was around the time when a lot of the upcoming cafe boys, the first car that they would buy was a Corolla.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was the kind of like the idea behind it. The way Corolla Music happened, I was supposed to shoot a video for a single that I had dropped that was supposed to be on The Shining. But we couldn't put things together to shoot the type of video that we wanted to shoot. But we were wasting the equipment that we had rented. So my director at the time, who's also a friend, General J, he also comes from the same McFancy enclave. Yeah, that's where. And then he became a part of Q later. So he was like, don't you have like any random freestyle or anything that we can just shoot? I was like, there's this freestyle that I had done over the Migos Versace beats on I hadn't even recorded it. It was just like voice notes. So I played it for him, like, this is fire, like, we should record it. So we went to the studio, to iPuppy studio, and then iPuppy was like, instead of doing it over the
beat that is there.
Why don't we just
create your own beat?
He will make a beat, and then he made a beat, and then we recorded it, and then we shot parts of the video on that day as well. And then I dropped the audio on the internet, and
boom.
Like, Caroline started discussing it on YFM, you know, as part of a larger discussion on Ghana hip hop and things. Then EL reached out. That, he's heard this, you know, he likes it. He has a song that he wants me to be on. So he sent me that song.
Did you know EL before? I mean, were you in touch with him before?
No.
So he found you?
Yeah. But I knew him because he was one of the, the GH, we call it GH rap. Because at some point, the hip lifers and the people who thought that they were doing rap that was closer to hip hop, there was like a divide. Because the hip life had become more high life than hip hop.
Yeah.
So there was a group of people who went the other way, whose music was more hip hop than high life. So that was GH rap. So I'm talking J Soul, J Town, EL, the Skillions. And I grew up listening to them. So L was always like, you know, huge to me.
When he called you, did you?
No, it was crazy for me. Yeah, it was crazy for me, and at that point in time, he had put out Obumo, and so he had commercial success as well. Even if he didn't have commercial, it would have still been crazy for me, but he had commercial success as well. And then he reached out, and he sent me the song. So I remember I wrote that song. I wrote my verse for that song in the back of a trotro on the way to GIG from Ashoman, and recorded it. And then he, when I sent it to him, he was like, yo, I love the verse, and we could do this back and forth. I can give you a verse, whatever. But this music thing, it doesn't work if you don't have anybody behind you. So if you are open to it, and you are not signed to anybody, I would love for you to come to BBNZ, me and my people. I'm like, yeah, man. And BBNZ was perfect for me. Because at that point, they had their roster showed me that they understood the type of music that I did, that they were not going to change me too much. Yeah, so straight did the deal. 2014, same year. I graduated from GIJ. Then we finally dropped The Shining.
That's it.
Yeah.
After the wait and everything, before all that, then it happened.
Like 4 years after I had said it was coming, it finally came.
Yeah, but words are powerful, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Once you have the vision.
Yeah. And I think it even for the people who followed me for that long, it built something for them. What it does is it shows people that if you work towards something, you can achieve it. Yeah, so it's good.
When I say the words Channel O, what do those words mean to you?
I got the flood on Channel O. They were also maybe their music video was the first place I ever got nominated for anything for that same video. And they used to show a lot of hip hop videos as well. Yeah.
Who shot that video?
General J.
Okay, your guy.
Yeah, my guy. Now, General J shot maybe my first 5 videos. Yeah. He shot videos that we didn't even put out, like the Corolla music video. By the time he was done editing the video, I had signed to BBNZ, and my profile was so high that the video felt a little too low budget.
Yeah.
So till this day, it's never come out.
It'll be interesting to release it now, as a throwback something, as part of your documentary or something.
Yeah. We thought about putting it in.
Documentary.
Yeah, but my neighborhood people, like my OGs from Boko Estate especially, I'm sure they felt that way because we shot parts of it over there. I went to call them. They all, robbed their best. And the video never came out.
We are telling everybody, I'm going to be on the video, man.
The video never came out. Oh, crazy.
Was it a deliberate thing to kind of be on songs because Lavender featuring EL, then there's My Baby, Easy, Mr. Easy. Choben came in with AI.
Yeah, Easy, yeah.
Was it a part of the strategy?
I let the music lead and I kind of follow. So if I have something and then it sounds like, it will be perfect for somebody, I usually just send it to them to see whether they will like it. A lot of the times, some of those things don't even come out. I think Easy, for instance, me and Easy recorded at least 6 songs. My Baby is the only one that ever came out. L, I used to be in the studio with him like most of the time. So he was always recording. So we always just record. I did a whole album where he produced the whole album and it was my album. And he was on a bunch of songs. That never came out as well. So Lavender was one of the few times that we actually did something that came out. And that was also one of those times I had come to Accra to record another song, which I thought was the song that was going to do something. And then when I got in the studio, he had this beat playing. It's like, oh, Charlie, you want to do something? Yeah. And then we did something quick. That's it. He threw it and then we put it somewhere. And then we worked on the one that we thought that this was the song. Yeah. Then I was there like a week later, and then he sent me the final mixed version. And he was like, yo, the song will be you. And when I heard it, I was like, yo. And we put it out. And radio took over. I was like, I would say, Head Nod is the first song I got on radio. Corolla Music is my first viral internet song, and it also got me signed. Loving That is like my first hit, so to speak, because for Accra and Kumasi, it did really well. Yeah.
You spoke earlier on about For My Brothers, and doing something for the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea that I will make the albums that live in the Ghanaman Times universe had always existed. Initially, they had different names. Initially, I was going to name each of those albums after one of the women who raised me. So there was going to be one named after my grandma and one named after my mom.
What was grandma's name?
Kwachua.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your mom?
Her name has changed now because of the stool. Yeah, but
back before the stool?
Back in, she was Ekwecha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now?
Now she is still a chance, but she is Akusuecha.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Akusuecha Simpe. So that was initially the idea. But the idea was that once I got in the game and I got some acclaim, then I would make those albums. But it just so happens that the way my mind works, sometimes it's hard to commit to the task and execute by myself, because whilst recording one song, another idea will come in and I'll go, in another direction. And I didn't, apart from Talao in the beginning, who used to be the A&R artist development and guide me. After him, I didn't really have a guide, so I was doing a bunch of things. So before then, I did pen and paper with Shika, which was really, really, which was the most successful thing I had done up until that point. Got nominations at Ghana Music Awards, everything. Up and Away Kwekwesiata became like a huge song. The year after, we did a song, Mama Ye, which was everywhere as well. But then I felt like, okay, it was now time for me to do this thing. I have enough eyes, I think, so I can start. And that's when I had met Evans, Kaf, and I basically brought the idea of the universe to him and told him, brought some songs as well, and then told him, this is what I am trying to do, but I need somebody that will, make sure that we are pinpointing. And then, he did that for my brothers, and it worked so well. And since then, we've just been creating together.
What was that appearance on the BET Hip Hop Awards International Cypher? What was that like?
That was dope, because that's something that whole time I was doing that, I was just thinking about what some of the boys from Bokoma State will,
feeling.
Because I remember when, we will get it on a CD or on a cassette, and we will all sit in the hall and watch and be looking at people's, how they dress, whatever. And I was just wondering, like, imagine if, because it was never even like a thought for me for a long time that I would be doing something like that. So the whole time, I wasn't even thinking about me, I was thinking about them. Like, I was wondering how it would make them feel, even about their own dreams.
Yeah. Where was it recorded?
It was recorded here, though. It was recorded in Songwrite Studio.
Did you ever find out from them how they felt when they saw you on that?
No, I haven't had the conversation yet. Yeah, but some people dropped comments on social media, so I'm super sure that it felt great for them.
What does fatherhood mean to you?
Well, I didn't really get to be a father, so
I mean, even with respect to your father.
In respect to my father, I feel like parents in general are supposed to be guides. They're supposed to be your stair the stairs that when you come into the world, you
climb on
to get to the next level. I feel like every generation should be aiming at making the road easier for the generation after them. You know, so for me, a father will be someone that not only protects and provides, but also teaches you how to survive in this world, you know, from a place of love. Yeah. For me, that would be it.
Is it hard to be vulnerable in our African Ghanaian society?
Yeah, as men. Yeah.
For men, yeah.
Yeah, for men especially, because it is seen as a sign of weakness. You know, I don't know, kasa soba. As kasa bebre sa the oyoba. Bemansu and all those type of things. So it's put a lot of the boys in positions where when they're going through things,
you don't talk.
You know, yeah, even your friends is hard. You know, because you get broken hearts, friends go feel laugh at you.
Yeah,
you know,
but
it's a
real thing.
You know, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you've been there, you know the type of pain and you know the type of behavior that it can get you. It's addiction, like you understand. So it's one of the things that we are consciously also trying to do with Ghana Man Times is highlight those things and kind of through pointing out my own trauma that I have come to discover that it is trauma, let people see their own in the same way so that they don't hold it to their chest as things to be proud of.
Yeah.
You understand? And then they notice that, oh, if they go this way, that way, it also works. Yeah.
Do you see rap as therapy?
For me, yeah, it is. For me, music, like, I generally gravitate towards music that has something to say to me. But even those that don't have anything to say, even if it is just keeping you in the moment and you are dancing, and in that moment you are not sad or you're not overthinking.
That's it.
Yeah, so I think music in general is therapy. Rap more so because it is my second favorite genre.
Yeah. What's your first?
High life.
Okay. High life, then rap.
Yeah.
If I were to peek into your playlist, what would I see?
So I think most of my playlists are genre specific.
Sure.
So if you looked at my high life playlist, definitely Daddy Lumba as a given.
Why?
Greatest musician of all time. Not greatest Ghanaian musician, greatest musician of all time. Period. One of the greatest writers of this century. Period. You will see Papa Yankson, you see A.B. Crenshaw, you see Yamwa and his band, because my grandma loved them. You will see Dada KD, Euphoria and Ponsa as well. You see a lot of those in my high life. In my hip life, you see everybody from Obrafo, Bookback. The only person in this country who I can accept likes hip life more than me is Papi Kojo. Yeah, that one quite depends on the day, because some days, you know, he has to do his education. Yeah, but yeah.
He was sitting in this seat not too long ago.
Yeah, I watched it. And then generally though, I listen to any and every type of music. It just has to have depth to it. Yeah, so I listen to, you know, Lizzie McAlpine, Baba J, Asha, Kanan, Bob Marley. Yeah. I actually found out the connection between One Love and Kanan on the interview that you guys did. I was like, because I love Kanan too. I was like, wow, how come I never? Now it makes so much sense. Yeah.
Barefoot Philosopher.
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So I listen to any and everything as long as it has depth, and as long as the writing. I think I'm attracted to writing more than anything else. You know, I love Frank Ocean because I think very, very brilliant writer. Even country music. Lucille is like one of my favorite songs. That and The Gambler. Yeah.
Do you like jazz?
Some jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
The vocal ones?
Yeah, the vocal
Yeah,
ones.
it's about the message.
Yes.
Yeah,
For me, yeah. So I can do Nina Simone.
Yeah.
But not so much the
instrumental
stuff.
Yeah. I was listening to Kenny this morning, and you remind me a bit of One Love.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes of Manifestos as well.
Yeah, I am. Menson's more between the two of them. Menson's more my idol. So I went from Obrafo to Mensa to Ochame Kwame, like in my idolizing people.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say I am more like Mensa, at least in my head, than One. I think where me and One maybe meet is our outlook on life. It's kind of similar, except that he is a lot more extreme than I am. Yeah.
What's the Kojo Cue outlook on life?
Charlie, life is such a hard thing, and nobody gets the manual to it. So you have to have as much empathy for other people and the things that they do as possible. You have to like allow people to find their ways and, do their things as much as possible. You have to learn to see from other people's POVs, and not attack anyone for
their point of view.
You understand? Yeah, for their point of view or for how they are surviving without really understanding why it is that they are going that way. I think he's Pan-African, and for a very long time I was Pan-African too. Like I love Nkrumah.
Still?
Yeah, I still love Nkrumah.
This year is the 60th anniversary of his overthrow.
But I don't know if I am Pan-African anymore.
Why?
Yeah. Something about watching Gaddafi get, murdered in the way he was kind of took the fight out of me. Because if it felt to me like it does not matter how well you do, in just an instant, everything can be reworked against you, and then the powers that be will get you out of the way.
Yeah.
So and then like to see at that time, because I was in GIG at that time, to see other classmates and things like happy, jubilating, and it just kind of felt.
You were jubilating when Gaddafi was killed?
Yeah, because I did. Wow. He had been sold to them as, this evil dictator. The dictator part was true, but the extent to which whatever that evil is and whatever, and comparing that to what he represented for the continent and whatnot, I don't think most people had done that. One of the best ways I've seen somebody kind of try to put that was Dave Chappelle when he did his thing on. He did his special, and he did his thing on Cosby, and he was talking about all like the great things that Cosby had done, even to help the civil rights movement and everything.
And he was like a model father for lots of people.
For a lot of people.
Yeah, when we were growing up.
Opposing it to,
his Wahala.
This one, yeah. And it's a thing that personally I think about a lot, right? What cancels out what? If you save 99 lives and you kill a person, should you be judged for the rest of your life? Especially if you show remorse and whatnot. You'll be judged for the rest of your life by that one person that you killed, as opposed to the 99 people that you have saved. And it's a thing I still like struggle with, trying to find out where redemption is for people. Because I also, once again, Bantama, grew up around a lot of different characters with a lot of different motives, with a lot of different backgrounds. I've seen some of the most talented people. I've seen some of the best footballers I've seen in my life. ended up going to jail over some things. But then when you trace their life, you realize that the society around them failed them. Their parents failed them, you know. And so it's like when you know a person, when you've been close to a person, and for you, that person has done amazing things, but then they've done things outside to people that's, you know, it's terrible, and you come to find out. How do you balance that? Do you condemn that person as a terrible person, or do you realize that that is what being human kind of is?
Yeah.
And you know, you get it wrong with some people, and then for some people you're a hero. Yeah.
There's one of your songs, and there's a line there, read your Bible, pray every day.
Yeah.
And the
Mysterious
end,
ways.
Yes, mysterious
Yeah.
ways. And at the end, I think there was a story that she read the Bible, she prayed every day,
Yeah.
but she got no salvation,
Yeah.
she died.
Yeah, that was my grandma. Generally, it's about what my relationship with religion was at the time, because, like I said, I was a wild kid, mischievous, but also very curious. So, and my grandma was a church, you know, go to church all the time. So one of the things that's, you know, always fascinated me was hearing all these Bible stories and people also talking about all their encounters with God, but me personally
You're not feeling it. Yeah.
you know, not feeling, you know, will even be and, you know, go to church and see people speaking in tongues and things, and I'm like, how come I can't, you know, how come this thing is not finding me? Is there something wrong? So I had all of those questions, but the thing that broke me finally was when she got sick, because she got sick for quite a while before, you know, she died. And then knowing how much she loved God and everything, and then she still died. And some people that I thought were not deserving of life,
They're still there around.
they still there around. They kind of didn't, you know.
In jail with you.
Yeah, it didn't make too much sense for me. And so that's what that song was about. So
Yeah.
at that point in time, I especially the Christianity.
Yes. The song
Yeah.
ended that.
Yeah.
You should listen to the song.
Yeah, they should listen to the song.
So what's your stance now? What's your faith belief system?
So I am not religious, but over the course of my life, things have happened to me that I cannot explain with logic. And so I have come to believe that there is something, you know. So I would say I believe in God, but I am not religious. I don't believe in any one religion. I also don't believe in God in the conventional way that most religions believe in him, which is that he wants everybody to worship him, and then if you don't worship him, he will punish you somewhere. Yeah, personally, if that is how God actually is, I don't even want to have any parts to do with it. Yeah, or her or them. Yeah, but things have happened that because of those things, I can't say that I am an atheist. Yeah, but I am not religious. I can go to church, I can go to the mosque, I can go anywhere. Just for me, it's more about the gathering of the people.
Who finds this surprising for the way you are, or odd?
I mean, most people, like most of my friends, yeah, most of my friends, but the religious part, I don't think my mom finds that surprising, because for her it was never a strict thing. More so for my grandma. For her it was never, if you want to go, go. If you don't want to go, because I think herself, at some points in her journey, she was really like deep in the church, and then something happened, and you know, some sort of betrayal or something, and then she stopped. So at some point she also became the solution. Now she's back and she's religious, but she's also a queen mother, so she also does the traditional stuff. Yeah. So for me, it kind of feels like all the extras are all the ways that humans have created to try and connect with this thing that we can't explain. So all the extras are all made by man, and they work for man most of the time. But if you took all of that away, you know, one of the things I like to ask people is, if I was God, I'll actually be angry at all the people who are worshiping me diligently because they think that is their way to get to heaven.
Like a reward based.
You understand?
They're looking for a reward.
So if you found out that God was real and he created you, but he said that there's no heaven or hell, will you still love him or her or them? Because if you want, then this love that you are showing, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I guess it's human beings' ways of trying to understand the mysterious ways.
Mysterious ways,
It's a good song. It's a good song. How is Ghanaian hip hop doing commercially?
Yeah, currently we are doing really, really well. Yeah, last year especially, I think was one of the best years in a long time for Ghanaian hip hop, because Blacko, Kweku Smoke, RDJ, Gona Boy, Medical, Sack. Yeah, I think Ghanaians have, like, we love rap. I cannot think of a period in time from '96 when rap was not part of our mainstream. Yeah, so I think like Ghanaian hip hop, you can call it hip life, you can call it GH rap, whatever you call it. I think, you know, Asaka. Yeah, I think we're doing really well. Yeah.
How is the Kumerica movement doing?
It's great. It's great. Obviously, they are from a younger generation.
Yes,
than,
they are.
Than I am.
I'm just interested in your view of them.
Of them, yeah.
Yes.
No, they make, like, I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them. And one of the things I am most proud of is that they give me a certain level of respect that they don't even have to give me, right? I am proud of them because what they ended up doing was what we were trying to do with the Q.
Yeah, the collective thing.
Yes. The collective thing, and move and do something that will take over the whole Ghana in that way. You know, so seeing them do it is like a validation for us that we were not crazy to think this would work.
Yeah.
You understand? So I love that. I also love the brotherhood that they have, and I also love that they are so Kumasi, like, you know,
and
like,
proud.
Yeah, like 150% Kumasi. I love that.
Yeah, Kumerica.
Yeah.
Yes. Couple of rapid fire questions before we call time. When did you really realize that, like, Bantama was part of your voice as a performer?
Yeah, I think when I started making music, yeah, that's when I realized, because initially my first few songs, I positioned myself as a Kumasi-born DC boy. But then I would notice that, because when I speak English, I don't sound like what people expect Kumasi people to sound like. I don't look like what people expect Kumasi people to look like. Even my knowledge of pop culture and things. So I noticed that whenever people will hear that, they will attribute all the best parts of me
to DC.
Like, oh yeah, that is why you sound like that. So then because of that, I was like, when I was calling myself that, I had only lived in DC for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So because of that, I like, nah.
The base was Kumasi.
I have to let people know that, you know, this is where I'm actually from, and this is what has molded me into this way. Yeah.
If you were to a tour guide taking somebody around Bantama, where should the person go?
Obviously, you have to go to Konfanoche and see the Konfanoche sword in the ground. I think that's a cool place.
Is that where Bantama starts from?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to start from, you can say it starts from around like the cultural center area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll start you from Konfanoche. We can pass through cultural center, see a bunch of things pop up in Lebanon Club, Labe, you know, have a drink at Esbar, pop up on the street. Quick Bites is no longer there, but I'll show you High Street, depending on the time. If it's morning, you know, show you all the places that you can buy appliances from. Can go to Bantama Parliament. You can pass by Bantama LA to see, you know, the real streets. We can, nighttime, you can go to my auntie Broni's Mall and eat rice. Most of the pubs are gone, but back in the days, you had Asario, Miami, all those around the streets. I'll take you to the market as well. I'll take you to where Rivoli Cinema used to be. It's a church now. I'll show you that. I'll take you all the way to my family house in and around Abripo Junction, show you North Centreso as well, and then kind of bring you back. Yeah.
Thank you for the tour. What did your grandma give you that fame didn't give you?
Grounding. Yeah, grounding. Understanding what true love and loyalty for your people, you know, is. I think that's not just from her, from my whole family, because they can be fighting each other, and then if an outsider comes,
come like, together and fight them.
Fight the outsider and go right back to, you know, fighting again. Yeah, so I'll say that.
All right. Was rap a weapon, an escape, or a diary?
I'll say a diary. Yeah, I'll say it was a diary, and then maybe right behind it, an escape. Okay. But a diary most of all. Yeah.
You said nobody still calls you Linford.
No, Augustine was what?
Nobody calls. But people call you Linford?
When they want to annoy me, my friends. Yeah, my friends, when they want to annoy me. Yeah. Anybody who calls me Linford, because I genuinely is somebody like from way back. Like maybe primary 5 or 6. Because my JSS friends call me a different name.
What do they call you? You had many names?
Like different names.
I want to know the names, man. Because I know Jazzy, I know Kojo, I know Kojo Cue.
Kokai. Ebusia Penny Kokai. I went to school with a bag, and the brand of this thing. I think it's a Korean brand or something.
Okay.
KOOKAI. I don't know. It's a cool Kai or something. Yeah,
and they call it Kokai.
And they started to say, "Hey, Kokai."
That's it. Because the Ko is cool.
Yeah. It sounds like an old person.
Yeah.
They started calling me
Kokai.
Ebusia Penny Kokai. They called me Waisum. Which is like they had put together, like, it was a name that they used to tease me, like put together like a bunch of names. I've forgotten what the whole thing means. Yeah, Waisum. Yeah, so they'll call me that. Anybody from Bantama will call me Bayano.
Bayano?
Yeah, Junior Bayano, because I was named after my father initially.
Okay.
They still call me Junior.
Okay.
Even though the name has changed.
Yes.
So they still call me Junior. And then Rebel, after France 98,
yes,
because there was a defender for Brazil called Junior Bayano.
Okay.
So Rebel added the Bayano.
That's
so
it.
Later it just became Bayano.
Bayano.
Yeah, Bayano. And then Bocrom Estates, TIP. Yeah, TIP after American rapper T.I. And then in Cars, I was Prodigy. Yeah.
Man, multiple
I had a
identities.
problem with names, like I said. I could not find a name and stick to it. Yeah. And now everybody calls me
Kojo Cue.
Kojo Cue.
Yeah.
My grandma, the other twin that's still alive, will call me Kwankwa.
Kwankwa.
Yeah, Kojo Amankwa. So
okay,
Kwankwa.
all right. Yeah. It may be Kenny one day, you know.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping I can.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I have one of my cousins he wanted to name the kid after me, but I didn't want the kid to be named Linford, so he gave me the chance to name the kid.
Okay.
Called him Russell Kenny.
That's it.
Yeah, so he's there. And then my best friend too, he named his kid Kenny, but he says it's not after me. I said, yeah.
What does your wife call you?
Bay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
What do you call her?
Bay.
Baby.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
I say I met her on BBM. She says we met on Twitter, but it was on the internet. Yeah, I remember from BBM
Okay.
first, but she said, oh, it was on Twitter, and then we moved to BBM.
All right.
Which kind of makes sense, yeah.
Is she musical?
She loves music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she loves music. She's not musical per se, but she loves music. She loves music enough to hear something and know that it is not, this is wrong with it or whatnot, and like give out advice on it. And I value her opinion because she's always very, very real, about stuff. Yeah, but education is more her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a professor?
Yeah, she's a professor of pharmacology at KNUST. Yeah.
Well, it's healing on different levels. Healing with the plants, on medicine, and then you healing with the music. It'd be so. Growing up in an extended family, what did that teach you?
Once again, like loyalty, being there for each other. We are all in this together mentality. And it also kind of almost didn't give you a chance to be depressed. Unless maybe you're an adult. Yeah, but as a child all the way to teenage, whatever, it almost, because there's always people around.
Yes. You can't be on your own.
Yeah, on your own. There's always something happening that will take your mind off whatever it is that you're. And then if you have some trouble, there's always some one or two people that you can talk to them about. Yeah. And sometimes when it's done, when they finish helping you solve it, it becomes something that they laugh at you about for the rest of your life. But
it's part of the therapy as well.
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah.
I think I like the way we Africans, when like you are mourning, you have people around you all the time.
Yes, all the time.
All the time. They don't keep you alone.
Yeah. Sometimes they need to leave you alone.
Yes.
But it's good, especially in the beginning.
Yes.
All the time, so that you don't fall too much into into that hole. Yeah.
What did BBNZ give you, and what did it cost you?
BBNZ gave me a great understanding of the music business, a greater understanding of the music business than I had before. It also gave me an entrepreneurial drive that I can do it by myself and do it at any level.
That's it.
Because some of the things that I have seen, shout outs to Alvin of BBNZ, some of the things that I have seen him talk about doing and then later seen him do down the line, it's inspiring.
So say it and do it.
Yes, it's inspiring. Watching L work also taught me, how to keep working like every day.
Yeah.
What did it cost me? I feel like it cost me time. Because it took me a while to figure out certain things once I joined them. And I missed a few windows during that period when, it cost me momentum, let me say that. Because from Corolla Music to The Shining, if I had kept up that momentum on that trajectory, I would have shot up way faster than I did.
Yeah.
But certain disagreements, certain things that we just couldn't see eye to eye on, will slow it down, then you have to build it back up, then slow it down,
Have you sometimes felt you were too lyrical for your own good?
Too lyrical for my own good. I don't think so. I think that as a communicator, if you are too lyrical for your own good, then maybe you are failing in your communications, because people are supposed to be able to hear what you're saying and, so I don't think I am too lyrical for my own good. I think that maybe what I will say is maybe I'm too philosophical for my own good, because a lot of the music now, it tends to be entertaining and geared towards entertainment.
Dancing all the time.
Yeah, dancing, just having fun, just having a good time.
Yeah.
And then it's like every time you come in, you want somebody to sit down and start thinking about life.
Yeah.
And I have seen how annoying that can be myself when I have gone to, because sometimes I go out to like maybe a club or a pub, and the DJ or whoever's playing the music will see me, And sometimes when they see you, they want to, play some of your songs. So like you walk in, they are playing some nice jam, everybody's jamming, and then they start playing Survivor's Guilt. And it's like, and then I kind of like, oh, but I have accepted that my work is to make all the music that people listen to in between the times when they are dancing. Because when somebody wakes up, they have all the stress from yesterday, but they still have to go to work, and they are like, oh man, this thing again.
Yeah.
And whether it is in the church or with their headphones or whether they are driving their cars, the music that they play to keep them going, to let them know that they are not alone. That is what I make. And
those times are not dancing moments.
Yeah, they are not dancing moments.
Exactly.
We're coming back from work tired as hell. That's just, I'm filling in all the other gaps.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so. Now these are either or questions. Make it not think too far. Here we go. Bantama Fufu or DC Wache?
Bantama Fufu. Easy.
Obrafo or Reggie Rockstone?
Obrafo. Shit, this is hard. That one was
hard.
Yeah, that one. Like Reggie knows how much I love him as well.
Yes.
I'm actually closer to Reggie than I am to.
You said so already.
I'm closer to Reggie than I am to Obrafo. I talk to Reggie more.
Yeah.
But the difference is, I caught Obrafo's genius in real time. I didn't catch Reggie's genius till much later.
Yeah.
Because it was English heavy and because the references, like Reggie was talking about Christopher Columbus being a liar in 96. I didn't get that.
Yeah.
You understand? So it took me a while to now go back and be like, wow.
Instead of saying that long ago.
So I have a lot of, he knows, I have a lot, but like he himself says, he says he is like Moses and Obrafo's like Jesus.
That's it.
Yeah, so.
Maybe so. Studio at midnight or studio at sunrise?
Midnight.
Bars or hooks?
From bars for me. Bars, but hooks are more potent. For commerciality, hooks are more potent. But bars for me, because I always have a lot to say.
Can you learn to freestyle, or it's just a gift that you have?
Hold on, you can learn to freestyle. Yeah. You can learn everything. I think the only thing about rapping or just writing in general that you cannot necessarily learn is your point of view. Because that's also the only thing that is specific to you.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
if we ask everybody in this room to describe this light in detail, specific to them, it will be different. But we are all looking at the same light.
Yeah.
So that is the only thing that's like you, but everything else you can learn. Everything else you can through practice. It's just knowing how to learn it and what to learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the either ors. Sack verse or manifest verse?
I've had both.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had both. So yeah.
You've worked with both?
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had both. They were both great. So yeah.
Kumasi crowd, Accra crowd.
It's funny because I find that most of the majority of my fan base are Accra based, but there's nothing like Kumasi people loving you.
Turning up.
Yeah, this at least for me, like there's nothing like it. So you still have to be Kumasi.
I see it with the Black Stars. When the Black Stars play in Kumasi,
yeah, like,
the vibe
yeah,
is...
when they love you in Kumasi, it's a different, like the energy is different. You know, the energy. I think in Accra, there's a lot more, they try to be tame so that you don't embarrass them.
Yeah, a bit more diplomacy.
Yeah, you know, they try to be
cautious.
Like, Kafui, I love your show, it's cool. Like, Kumasi,
yeah, I love it.
That's
it.
Yeah, like the energy, yeah. It's so, yes, Kumasi crowd.
So, we're King Kong.
Yeah, share, Unimo. Senior Manu.
That's it.
The energy,
and the volume goes up.
Yeah, it goes up. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. They when they love you, they love you.
Oh, they love you.
Yes.
Like,
and when they don't like you,
yeah, when they don't like you too, you go here and
with the same energy,
Yeah, with the same energy.
Oh,
When they don't like you, you go here.
What would they say if they don't like you?
Charlie John. Oh, John way now. Oh, John way. They be out more than John way. I'm going to TV.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. We carry now. Dog in a dog, right, John? Yeah.
I love my Kumasi, man. It be so. Jollof with chicken or fufu with light soup?
Oh, fufu with light soup. Everybody will lose against fufu.
Everybody will lose there.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even consider it as food. It's a religion. Yeah, it's like there's fufu and then, you know, you live fufu and then you eat everything else.
Fufu is a religion, eh?
It's a religion. It's like, yeah.
Where's the best fufu in Bantama?
In Bantama?
Yeah.
Probably in people's homes. Yes. The best fufu in Bantama will be in people's homes. But there's a fufu joint, channel 3 and... Is it channel? Yeah, channel 3 and 4, I think. It's either channel 9... I've forgotten the name of it. It's either channel 9 and 10 or channel 3 and 4.
Okay.
There's a food joint over there.
Yeah.
That's nice. And then there's another one, I think around where Bantama Parliament is, that is also super cool. Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be Confidence, but they left. Yeah.
Let me rephrase that question. Fufu is a bunabunu or fufu is nkatikohe? Green versus
both are
soup.
Both are soups that I'm not like too crazy about.
What is your go-to soup?
When I was a kid, it used to be abenkwai. That was top one.
Palm soup.
Yeah. To this day, my mom and my grandma still think it is. But I think I've grown to appreciate light soup a lot more.
Krakra.
Yeah, and krakra. Whatever it is with, whether it is with fish, whether it is with... But yeah, I've grown to appreciate that a lot more.
It.
Yeah.
They were selling that during the COVID times as bone broth in America. Yeah, they say bone broth soup. It was just like krakra.
I'm sure without pepper too.
Thank you. Pepper for days,
yeah, for the pepper and touch.
Making it sweat.
Yeah. Release everything. You understand? Yeah.
Deep album cut or big radio single?
Deep album cut. That's always where the gems are to be found. Yeah. Because radio singles, most of the time, you pick the ones that are easy for people to latch on to and repeat. But the deep album covers.
Yeah, that's it. Legacy versus longevity.
What's the difference though?
I don't know. Your point, I want your point of view.
Yeah, what's the... Because I'm trying to understand what the...
Yeah. Say maybe a very long career.
Yeah.
Or like Bob Marley didn't have a long career.
Yeah.
But he has legacy.
Like,
we can still listen to him.
Yeah.
Versus a very long 40-year career. Like, you know.
But you see, like, he didn't have a long life.
Yes.
But he has had a long career based on the legacy. Because if we are still listening to him and we are still crazy about him, that's why I am struggling a little.
But if he said his life, if he died at 36, then his career ended short.
Yeah.
But he did a lot of work.
Yeah, work too. Yeah, but I understand.
Yeah.
Well, then in that sense, it's legacy for me. Yeah, because I want the words and the music to continue to do for people for as long as it can. You know, and if it ever gets to a point where it is no longer relevant, I am hoping it is because all those problems that it discusses have been solved. Yeah.
Finally, you're a storyteller. Is there any person whose story you want told in this seat later on in this podcast?
That list is long.
It doesn't have to be one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that list is long. I will love, first of all, Brafo has to come and sit here for sure.
One time.
Yeah, I would love to hear from a Brafo. I'd love to hear from a Florian Ponsan as well. And that's just music. I would love to hear from, I don't know if this person is alive, Nathaniel Atokito. It's Napoleon Atokito.
He's alive, very much alive.
I would love to hear from him as well.
Really?
Yeah, because I grew up like hearing him like on every...
Yes, on GBC.
Yeah, on every report.
Yes, Napoleon Atokito.
Atokito reporting. Yeah, I would love to hear from him as well. I would love for I think a lot of people are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the guy was telling you, you
Yeah.
need to do fast.
Yeah. You see that?
You need to do fast. But, in the movies, I would love to. I think Edina Matachi.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear from her. I would love. Has Pusha been here?
Not yet.
Yeah,
We're looking
Pusha
for
has
him,
to
though.
come.
Yes, you for come.
Yeah, Pusha has to come. Pusha, we beg you for come. It's needed. I would love to hear from ordinary Ghanaians who lived during the different political eras.
Okay.
Because most of the time, we tell the stories from the POV of people that were active in some way.
Yes.
But what was it like to be an ordinary Ghanaian in the time of Nkrumah, in the time of JJ?
Yeah.
You know,
Somebody not in the public eye.
Yes,
It's a
you
regular
just had
human
some
being.
shop in some place and
Right.
just regular.
Yeah.
I love to get a lot of those
Nice.
stories as well.
Nice.
And of course, footballers too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which ones?
I grew up on Tony Yeboah, Abedi Pele, I'm sure. But Audu Isaka, I don't know if you know Audu
Yes.
Isaka.
Great,
Yeah.
great player.
Yeah, I'd love to hear Audu Isaka as well. And then I think Reverend Osei Kofi is still alive,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Met him 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
We need that. We need that.
Yeah,
need
we've
that,
talked to
yeah.
him as well.
Oh, you've talked to
Yes,
him?
yes, we have.
Is it already?
It's on the podcast. Go
Oh,
check
then
it
I
out.
have to check
yes,
it
go
out.
check it out.
Yeah.
Great
Oh,
story.
then you see, you're doing the Lord's work already. Yeah, and I've seen that you've talked to, I think Nkrumah's driver,
His head of security.
Head of security.
Yes.
As well. So yeah, so Charlie, the work there.
He did.
Yeah, you're doing it. Like I love everyone that I have seen.
Because you're a history guy, I like history too.
Yeah, I love
and
history,
music. So
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone that I have seen.
Charlie, I've really enjoyed this.
I've enjoyed it too, and I
That's
needed to be here.
That's your camera.
Okay.
Sitting somewhere there.
I've seen
You
it.
can talk to them.
Okay.
Tell them about you.
I mean, my name is Kojo Cue, rapper, storyteller, cultural architect. It's been a pleasure being here. I needed to be here because history is being written as we speak. And, when the archaeologists finally dig up the things on the internet, this will be one of the things.
So,
That's so I like the type of depth that's, everybody that comes here and the stories that they tell. So I'm really, really honored to have had the chance to come here as well. I think Sak should come. I think Hama should come. I think Shika should come as well. Yeah.
Maybe so. The project.
Kenny, a Bantama story. It's out there. We put it out last year, but it's still out there.
Yep.
You need that. You should even start from For My Brothers if you never heard For My Brothers, and then come to Kenny, a Bantama story. We've also been nominated for 4 awards at the Ghana Music Awards. I don't know if this comes out before then or after, but grateful for that. Let us hope we win some. And also, Daddy Lumba is the GOAT. Papi Kojo, you have to settle for baby goats.
That was my intro when he came, man.
You
should settle for baby goats.
He has to settle for baby goats. Yeah.
Kojo Cue, you're the best. Thank you very much. I was just curious, what does that mean, Rain Labs?
Oh, yeah, Rain Labs. So it's a company that I formed with 3 of my friends during the COVID time. We noticed there was a space in Ghana as far as Ghanaian music playing the global game, music marketing-wise. So we formed it, and then over time we've been able to turn it into not only a marketing thing, but a full service. We have distribution, we have sync licensing and everything as well. And we have a partnership with Virgin Music Global currently, and we service over 130 artists. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, and we've done well for ourselves. So
there's the show and there's the business.
Yeah.
This is definitely the business.
This is all business.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but it's from a place of love as well.
Yes.
So, yeah.
let it rain. Thanks a lot. And that's our conversation. Let's meet in the comments. My name is Kafui Dey. God bless. Solid.
Charlie, great conversation.
That was enjoyable, man.
Great conversation.
That was great.